Hey, everybody! Hi, all you out there in web TV land. Let's hear it for District Burden, performing tonight for Freak Show here at DroneBox.com. Well, we've got a great show for you, jam-packed with celebrities, stars, comics, and more. But, today, you gotta kind of talk about things that are happening, I just want to say that all the stuff that's happening overseas in Paris and in France, our hearts are with you. It's a horrible thing that's happening. Have to address that, have to talk about the elephant in the room. Don't know why people can't get along, but I do know one thing, maybe, hopefully, this will end the whole freedom fries escapade, and we can get back to calling them French fries in solidarity. What do you think? All right. I'm tired of shit. There's a lot of shit that goes on I'm tired of, too. Like, I'm tired of how politically correct everybody's gotten. It's swung the wrong way, in my opinion. I said to somebody the other day, I said, my friend's a bartender in a fag bar. They're like, you can't say fag. You can't say fag. That's just wrong. That's homophobic. Don't do that. I'm like, all right. He's a beverage maintenance engineer for the sexually dysfunctional. That any better? Then I told somebody, I live in the hood. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say hood. That's cultural appropriation. Oh my God, you're a racist. I'm like, okay. I live in the newly designated historical district with lots of character and many, many liquor stores that you won't care about until a Trader Joe's moves in. How's that one? I said, I wonder what it's like. I've always wanted to get cornrows in my hair. You can't say cornrows. That's cultural appropriation. That's racism. Don't do it. I'm like, all right. Maybe I'll go down to the salon and get some maze furrows done. Then, of all things, I call Caitlyn Jenner a tranny dyke. You can't do that. That's homophobic. You can't use those words. I'm like, all right. I take that back. I'm sorry. Caitlyn Jenner is a homo spectacle. Speaking of Caitlyn, I don't get all this shit that, people are so upset about with her. She's what, 250 years old? She's got more money than God. She had to live with the Kardashians. Let her become a woman. Let her do it. If she wants to become a woman, if she wants to become a raccoon, she has the right. Who cares? And I wondered, I'm like, it made me think, why are they so worried? What's wrong? Because it's always guys. It's always the guys. The guys are going, I don't care how many surgeries he has. It's Bruce. I don't care how much makeup and wigs he puts on. It's Bruce. I don't care what goes on. It's Bruce. It's in the DNA. And I'm like, why are they concerned? In District Verdun, I realized something. I realized that they're scared, okay? And they're worried that they're going to get a beautiful young lady home one night, take her up to the bedroom, lift up the skirt, and a dick's going to fall out. That's not what they're scared of, though, District Verdun. That's not what they're scared of. What they're scared of is that they're going to end up sucking that dick and liking it. That's what they're worried about. Who cares? Suck a dick if it makes you happy. Oh, who cares? Oh, do it. But if you're really worried about that, two things, District Verdun. First, maybe you should have taken a little more time to get to know that young lady before you brought her home. Secondly, if that does happen to you, you need to suck that dick. She won. Okay? You need to suck that dick. You need to get her off. Okay? You need to pay for the Uber home. You need to bow down and go, I bow to you, mistress of illusion. You won. Don't you think? A lot of shit happens to me, too. A lot of weird shit. People say the stupidest things to me all the time. I had this one lady come up to me out of nowhere. I couldn't believe it. Right on the street, she walked up to me and she called me a slut. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, District Verdun? She called me a slut. I followed her all the way home. I walked in her front door, and I blew her husband. That showed her. I also had this guy come up right on the street, couldn't believe it, out of nowhere, and just looks right here. And he says, are those transplants? I'm like, yeah, I got him off a dead hooker down by the docks. I don't have a punchline for that, but it's the stupidest fucking thing anybody's ever said to me. It's annoying. It's annoying. And that reminds me of stupid shit celebrities say all the time. Do you guys know who Michael Douglas, the actor, is? Web TV land, you guys know. Remember Michael Douglas? Remember what he came out about a year or two ago and said? He came out and he said he got mouth cancer from cunnilingus. Right? Michael Douglas got mouth cancer from eating pussy. I was like, what next? Blowjobs causing Alzheimer's? I was like, what next? Blowjobs causing Alzheimer's? I was like, okay, enough of that joke. We're done with that one. That one's been worked to death. Anybody here have tattoos? You guys have tattoos? Not one tattoo? Somebody over there has got a tattoo. This is my pet peeve, okay? I don't know. It might be yours too, but this is my pet peeve. I can't stand it when somebody walks up to me, points to my tattoo, and says, oh, you have a tattoo, and proceeds to show me their chicken scratchings of, I don't know, Calvin and Hobbes or whatever they got done in jail or their brother-in-law's kitchen. I don't care. I mean, it's not like I walk up to you, miss, point to your lip and say, oh, you have a cold sore, and then lift my skirt up. Besides, that wouldn't be very ladylike, would it, District Verdun? It's all about being a lady around here. Did you guys ever have this happen to you? Did you ever get on like a bus or a train or, and it's really super crowded, and, excuse me, it's really crowded, but you have the only seat there. So you're sitting down, and you look up, and all of a sudden there's a guy's crotch right in your face. So you start thinking, oh, maybe I've got telekinetic powers like Carrie. So you make his dick start swirling around like tassels on a stripper. Then the guy behind him's got a briefcase, and it's a red briefcase, and you make the briefcase open up, and all these papers start coming out, flying all over the place, and they're hitting people in the face and the neck and the body, and they're causing paper cuts all over, and you get so angry that you look up, and all the windows on that bus or train, every single one of you, you make them blow out. No? Huh. That's strange. Well, we have a really good show for you tonight. Thank you for all coming out to Freak Show.